Second half action about to get underway. This game between the Dallas Magpies and the Tulsa Buffaloes. It's the Magpies who lead 38-14 here in the second half, and they are 20 minutes away from going into the grand final and another date with the Austin Crows. There is still plenty of time to go, however, as they get it out of the back. Does Dallas up to the near side. Maine found a man in Jacob Williams, and then through the middle they go. And then that one is kicked up on the near side, kicked that one up straight into the middle of the ground and almost marked by Stephen Raspold, who will now throw that one onto the right. It will pop up into the middle and then slap free. Over to get it is Storer, but then running back onto it was Kane. Jeremiah Kane, you can call him the Bullfrog, maybe not, as the ball goes to ground, picked up. Brazel just gets it free. Tulsa on the front foot, almost marked there by James. Tulsa still keeping it forward as they bully their way through. Just got his hands to the footy, and that's going to be a throw as he threw the ball up in the air and then punched it out. You can't do that, as the ball has to be held with one hand and then punched with the other. So it'll be a free kick to Dallas and to Webster. Not Webster, sorry about that. That's Duncan, Jay Duncan, as he finds a target on that far side. They play on, and he's thrown to the ground. That's got to be holding the ball, and it is. And it'll be a free kick. The kick is up on the way. And again, it's a can of corn mark taken by the Magpies. Every time it seems that the Buffaloes are getting close to it, Dallas, that's got to be a throw. That was very close. Stephen Raspold throws that one onto the left, trying a centering ball. It bounces over everybody. And then, big hit. And here they come. They try to outlet. Do the Magpies through the middle of the ground. Brent Miller, who we heard a couple of games ago, digging after it. Now he'll set it up. He puts that one up on the far side, up over the top as Rowley goes back for it. They still shovel it on. Over there is Montilac. And the ball has gone out of bounds. Boundary throw-in. Ball comes spinning back in the play. Deflected, and now here they come as Murray. Whoa, he dropped the footy. No call. Here goes a long handball back. That one will get speared onto the near side, and it's marked by Willis, who catches the ball just on the edge of the paint. So the mark came from 40. The kick will come from about 45 as he tries to extend his team's lead. The wind is blowing from right to left. The angle is about 50 degrees. Willis's right foot kick is a good one. Off the foot. It's coming back. It is there. A goal to Chris Willis. And Dallas extends their lead. On the Little Rock scoreboard, it's the Dallas Magpies, 7 goals, 2 behinds, 44 points. It's a 30-point lead over Tulsa, 2-14. A couple of minutes into the second half. And again, the winner of this one will head to face Austin in the championship game a little bit later on this afternoon. The loser will face the Houston Lone Stars in the third-place game, and the fifth-place game will feature the Baton Rouge Tigers against the Nashville Kangaroos, 2 teams that also have played each other on a fairly often basis. West with the kick for Tulsa. He says, "Go West, young man," and instead, stepping free of the ball is the number 22, who is, I believe that's John Dobbs. Dobbsy, who is another one of the bald players of the Dallas team, of course, Jack Odell and Bren Miller. The ball gets by the aforementioned Mr. Miller, and here is Rowley, who will throw that one onto the left. Or Mowry, rather. Sam Rowley was for the Baltimore Washington Eagles last week, and he had a big game for them. Ball gets knocked down. Ball goes to ground. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a boundary throw-in. 30-point lead. It's 5 goals the difference. Ball comes spinning back into play. It's a helicopter whirlybird of a throw-in. Murray, Duncan, Pelletier, Storer, Murray. Oh, and it just dropped off. Oh, that's got to be ball as Bass was being tackled, and Stephen Bass, the former, I think it was a former member of the Austin Crows, but now they move it out to the far side, and here comes Tulsa back the other direction. Sits up. Oh, shoved off the footy as he grabbed it on one hop. That was Josh Ashley. And then they continue on. West shoves his way forward. Mowry with the kick in short. Could not handle it there. Could Brian Bounds. Picked up by Rose in the air. And it's dropped by James, who soccers the ball into the air. And 27 takes the mark. He's going to play on. And he gets the kickoff. And that has gone out as through for a behind. Didn't see where it left off his foot, but it's through for a minor score. So that's back to a 29-point gap. 2-3-15 on the Little Rock scoreboard. 7-2-44 for the Dallas Magpies. Here at Burns Park in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Brian Bowers with you. Glad that you're joining us here on USAFL.com. And, of course, our thanks to the Little Rock CVB as well as the Parks and Rec Department of North Little Rock, Arkansas, here in the natural state. Clark went into the middle, and it's picked up by Stephen Raspold. Raspold with an ugly line drive kick. It hops in on Cox. Hops on Cox. He throws that one on. Here's a square it up. There is James's kick, and it's off to the side through for a behind. So on the Little Rock scoreboard, it takes them on to 2 goals, 4 behinds, 16 points. It's back to a 28-point margin. 7-2-44 for Dallas. Out to the near side. Goes up the sideline. Juggled. Kept on, however. And then we'll play that one straight into the middle. Juggled. Not marked. Play on. West is there. Oh, that could have been a throw. And, in fact, it is. As he tried to shoot it out to Jacob O'Mara-Gill. And they're going to go quick to Dallas. And there's a mark wide open to Bass. Or rather, that's John. Yeah, it is Bass. Or 23, that is. Sorry, that's Will Bowman. They all look the same from here, Bill. So here is Will Bowman. The kick will come from about 40 meters. The kick is up on the way. It's tailing left, but it will hold its line, and another goal to the Dallas Magpies, and that might have just sealed it. On the Little Rock scoreboard, it is the Dallas Magpies 8-2-50. Tulsa Buffaloes 2-4-16 to a 34-point lead. I want to say something about the crowd that we have here in North Little Rock, and I will tell you that we keep thanking the Little Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau. They've done a very good job of hyping this tournament for us, and I don't think I've ever seen, as I'm going to try and talk over the language a little bit, as many locals come out to the tournament, to a regional tournament, or really any USAFL event, as we have seen here in Little Rock. And that is giving us a fair bit of hope that the Coyotes, which is the team that just started here at the end of last year, will have a fruitful future, and so will this game. Alex Marakian takes the mark in the middle of the ground. He'll go to the right, where he finds Caleb West. West is going to slow things down, and that one will bounce into the middle and then thrown off the footy. Is it holding the ball? Yes, it was. as Matt Barton was in there on the tackle and wins the free kick. Long kick. Goes in short. And that one is going out of bounds. It's going out on the full free kick. See Jonathan Mills and Green, their umpire. Mentioned the USAFL Umpires Association. And you see the umpires wearing the green uniforms. Those are the higher level umpires, and the umpires in training are in the orange uniforms. West's kick in the middle was turned over. Murray, and then out they come. It'll one hop in. Mikey Main digging for it. One-on-one contest. Just kept it in. Great job. Here is Duncan. Duncan kicks for goal. It tails away. It'll drop through, but there are 3 white jerseys. Bren Miller. Is Bren Miller going to kick a goal? He's going to kick that one back, but it tails across the face, and it's gone out. I believe it did find the field of play first. Man, if Bren Miller would have scored, I think I would have expected snow to start falling. Back in the play, off the throw-in. The ball goes down, taken by Rose. Andrew Rose with his team down 34 points. Puts it out in front of Sneed, but here's Grzyziak. Long kick with his left foot. That's going to carry. That's going to carry. Oh, and it just bounced through for a behind. The tyranny of the oblong ball. 7-3-51 on the Little Rock scoreboard. The lead is now 35 points. 2-4-16 to Tulsa, who have played very good in the first 2 games. They played very well, but Dallas, I think, is a slight class above as they throw that one into the middle. Handballs it back, and that's going to go out on the full. Oh, and he got laid out by Andrew Sneed. No, that's going to stay in. A centering ball, and it's marked. Willis. And they want to go back and have him take a kick from the mark. So Chris Willis took the mark. I thought the ball was out of bounds. It looked like it was going to go out on the full, but it just stayed in. Boundary ball come back in the play here. And here is Chris Willis, who will take the free kick. Now the question is will he go with a banana kick or will he try and center it? He'll go to himself, and it's a goal. And that just adds to the mystique of this victory, which is impending. 9-3-57, a 41-point lead on the Little Rock scoreboard, 2-4-16 for Tulsa. Reminder, if you want to check out all the action from the USAFL news updates, USAFL news updates and schedules, perhaps find a team in your area to watch or even play, our website, usafl.com. On Facebook, facebook.com/USAFL, and on Twitter at USAFL1997. Ball comes back into the middle of the ground. Up and away. Here we go. Terry Clark did a great job in the ruck. Grzyziak didn't do a very good job on the kick. Throws that one onto the right. And then tracking back is Mallory, who has played very well for the Buffaloes in defense. I would say him and Lachlan McQueen are probably been the 2 best on ground for the weekend. Ball comes spinning back in the play. They try to tunnel the ball, and that one goes up, and Maine takes the mark. Rather, I believe that's Pryor. Well, that was not a very good kick. A very high top spin bounce, and a very quick tackle by Alex Marakian. Looks a little bit like Peter Dacos, a little bit, does Alex Marakian. Although Grant Campbell, who's not here today for the Austin Crows, also sort of looks like Peter Dacos a little bit, sort of short and squat and low to the ground. Clark takes the footy, handballs it on, a little 1-2 action. That one is kicked, heading for goal, off the tip. He got it. Now, he makes a miss. Oh, what a goal. Oh, my word, that's the goal of the day. And I'd love to tell you who scored it, but I don't have a number 15 on my score sheet. Oh, my word. That was the goal of the tournament right there. Made two guys miss. He missed the ball. He took it. He took the footy, made two guys miss. One of them slipped, steadied himself, and kicked the goal. Another 10-goal performance for the Magpies, 10-3-63. And this one, I think, is well and truly iced. 2-4-16 for Tulsa in the waning moments of the second half. Mark taken by Crawford for Tulsa. Again, who have not played bad. They've just played with. They've just been outplayed by a very good football team. Long kick up that far side. Almost marked. Play on. Kept nicely. Miller, no, check that. And then turn it away, and again, that is Crawford. That was Dobbs who was taken down by Crawford. And the ball is out of bounds. Short kick, picked up, plenty of time. Good, strong kick, one-on-one contest, and again, that's going to go through for another behind. 10-4, good buddy. 10-4-64 for Dallas on the Little Rock scoreboard. It is an 8-goal lead, 2-4-16 for Tulsa. Mowry makes one miss, makes two miss, but the kick is turned over. Well, the first part of that looked pretty good as Bass took the mark. They'll play on quickly. And another interception by Mowry. Looks for Marakian, who takes the mark. Has Brazel short, and he one-hops it to him. He's got to get rid of it, and he does. Up the near side, almost another uncontested mark as Maine picks it up, having to go back. Long handball as he floated it across. There's a big, nice kick. Almost Mowry again, but again it was Dobbs. Dobbs stays with the footy. High contact is the call, and it'll be a free kick coming out to Jacob O'Mara-Gill and the Tulsa Buffaloes. Again, they trail by 8 goals, and Mowry was sent down for his troubles after he got that one, and he turns it over again. Brazel couldn't get to it as Dallas maintains. Dobbs. Kane, send that one in long. Mondia will have to scramble back and try and get that way from Ingram. And a basket catch made 50 meters out. The kick is up high. It is over the top. Kane. And he's going to run on and kick an easy one. That wasn't Kane, although he did throw the shepherd for it. And you can give that to number 33, who is Grant Jortner. And that is goal number 11 for the Dallas Magpies. 11. I can't see the scoreboard. There it is. 11-4-70. It's a 54-point lead. 2-4-16. There's not much time left. I believe it's under 2 minutes. Well, it's even less than that because that is the final whistle. Full time at the football, and the final score in this one, as the Dallas Magpies, much the best, 11-4-70 on the Little Rock scoreboard. The Tulsa Buffaloes, 2-4-16. So what happens is that the Dallas Magpies win Pool B. They'll be into the grand final a little bit later on to take on the Austin Crows. The Buffaloes will take on the Houston Lone Stars in the third place game, and the fifth place game will see the Baton Rouge Tigers as they take on the Nashville Kangaroos. We'll have all those games for you. Keep an eye out for them on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/USAFL1997. Until then, from North Little Rock in the Central Regional Tournament, this is Brian Barish. It's goodbye for now.